Have you ever wondered why, no matter how hard you work, your money doesn't seem to stay? Your home feels heavy, you argue more, you keep getting unexpected expenses, and yet nothing makes sense. What if I told you that some of this could be connected to what's on your plate? The foods we eat daily here in America, sometimes out of habit or convenience, may be silently draining Barakah, the divine blessing from our lives. The Prophet warned us about food that corrupts the soul, dulls the heart, and opens the door to the unseen harm. And today we'll uncover 5 common foods that, though legal, cheap, and everywhere, can bring spiritual darkness, financial loss, and emotional unrest if consumed without awareness. In Islam, food isn't just physical, it's spiritual. Every bite carries energy. When it's halal and tayyib, pure, it nourishes the heart and attracts angels. But when it's doubtful, impure, or earned wrongly, it blocks blessings. The Prophet said, "A man may pray and fast, but if his food is from haram sources, his dua will not be accepted." The Muslim. So when your wealth and peace start disappearing, the first place to check isn't your wallet, it's your plate. Let's explore the 5 silent destroyers that are found in almost every American kitchen. The first danger, processed foods. The snacks, frozen meals, and soft drinks filled with chemicals, dyes, and artificial flavorings. Meats foods look convenient, but they carry no life. The Quran uses the word tayyib, meaning wholesome, pure, beneficial. When we eat what's lifeless, it weakens our spiritual energy and makes the heart lazy in worship. Science confirms it. These foods disturb hormones, mood, and clarity. Spiritually, they numb the heart. That numbness is what lets sin feel normal. The second, doubtful meat. In America, not all meat labeled halal truly is. Many Muslims eat without checking the source, the certification, or the method of slaughter. The Prophet said, "Leave that which makes you doubt, for that which does not make you doubt." Consuming doubtful meat may seem small, but it has an unseen effect. It blocks the acceptance of dua, it weakens iman, and it can invite waswas, whispers, into the home. Remember, Allah is pure and accepts only what is pure. So verify, don't assume. Third, excess and waste. Eating beyond need. Eat and drink, but do not like those who waste. Surah Al-Araf 7:31. However, Itlat does not like those who waste. Things go wrong sometimes. Surah Al-Araf 7:31. Return in. Surah Halal. This is Christ's Surah Muhammad. Wouldn't you might as well. Overeating kills barakah. It leads to laziness, arrogance, and forgetfulness of Allah. It's not only about what you eat, but how much you eat. Prophet taught, the son of Adam fills no vessel worse than his stomach. When we consume more than we need, we lose gratitude. And when gratitude leaves, blessings follow it out the door. The fourth, hidden haram ingredients. In the US, many candies, sauces, and desserts use alcohol or gelatin from haram sources. People say it's only a small amount, but remember, even a drop of impurity poisons the well. The Prophet said, whatever intoxicates in large amounts, even a small amount of it is haram. Abu Dawud. When haram food enters your system, it doesn't just harm your body, it darkens your heart, and a dark heart attracts spiritual poverty. The last, food purchased with haram income. This is the most dangerous of all. You may eat the healthiest meal, organic, halal, home cooked, but if the money used came from deceit, interest, or forbidden trade, it becomes poison to the soul. The Prophet said, every body nourished by haram, the fire is more deserving of it. This is why barakah disappears, not because of inflation, but because of disobedience. The spiritual system of provision gets disrupted. What we eat affects how we think, how we feel, how we spend. If your heart is clouded, your decisions are clouded. And when decisions go wrong, finances collapse. The Prophet taught that barakah is linked to purity. The purer your sustenance, the stronger your protection from poverty, envy, and stress. Sometimes your rizq, sustenance, is blocked, not because you're unlucky, but because your food is unclean. Clean food opens the doors of dua, impure food locks them. Scholars and healers alike have always said, food carries energy. A meal cooked with remembrance of Allah brings calmness. A meal eaten with arrogance or sin carries heaviness. This isn't superstition, it's spiritual physics, the law of barakah. The Prophet would say Bismillah before eating and praise Allah after. That small remembrance turned ordinary food into a doorway for angels. In contrast, when we eat without dhikr, with music, gossip and screens, that same food becomes an opening for shaitan. Slowly, negative energy enters, not through magic, but through negligence. From sugary cereals to artificial snacks. America is filled with foods that look good, but carry no life. They're filled with preservatives, dyes and chemicals that confuse your body and numb your mind. Spiritually, they create laziness, forgetfulness, and lack of focus in prayer. Allah created food with fitra, natural order. When we replace what's real with what's artificial, we lose that spiritual connection. The Quran says, O mankind, eat of what is lawful and good, tayyib, on the earth. 2:16:8. So ask yourself, is what's on your table truly tayyib? My dear brothers and sisters in the US, it's not about fear, it's about awareness. The world sells convenience, but Islam offers consciousness. The moment you eat with intention, Bismillah, purity, moderation, you invite angels to your table. Clean your pantry, check your labels, be mindful of your sources. Because every meal is a choice between barakah and blockage, between light and loss. The Prophet said, whoever leaves haram for the sake of Allah, Allah will replace it with something better, Ahmad. So purify what you eat and watch how your finances, family and faith begin to rise again. That's not coincidence, that's barakah. May Allah make every bite we take a source of healing, wealth and light. Ameen.